There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Looking pretty good. Good evening. And let it begin. Checking out the moon tonight. It's a good shot. It's coming through clear, I hope. Looks pretty good on my end. Yeah. All right. Good evening, folks. How does it? It's a live view of the moon through a telescope. How does it go? Hi, April. How you doing? Melly Mel. Hi, Melly Mel. Emily, hello. Good evening. We are on the moon. It is. Last night I had a lot of clouds, so I helped moderate Becca's live. Hi. But yeah, we got a pretty good view here tonight. Should be. It's a little bit wavy. The moon's still rising. I see Saturn in the sky. I don't see Jupiter, but I need to make sure I know where Jupiter is. So maybe we can check those out in a bit. But right now we're on the moon. Beautiful view. And seeing how it goes, you know. I think it looks pretty good. Stationary telescope while it moves. The waves are just the atmosphere. Looking through, it's worse closer to the horizon. Higher up in the sky, it's better. But there's almost always a little bit of waves. The comet, if I can, I will. If I can, I will, Meg. I never really know weather I'm in Pennsylvania, so the weather here, sometimes it's like beautiful for days on end. Other times we have just clouds and storms days on end, you know. But yeah, we have really, last night was the full moon, so tonight it's kind of like just under full, starting to wane. Give you guys a nice crystal clear shot here if you want it. Take screenshots. Pretty cool, right? I think it's coming through pretty good. Make sure it's as focused. Yeah, that's pretty focused in. Looks good to me. You know? Now this is a iPhone up to it. Been waiting for me to go live last night. Yeah, sorry, Meg. It was I'll zoom out for screenshots frequently. Last night it was just like heavy clouds. There was no like rain or storms or anything, but it just got real cloudy. And I was just like, oh well, you know, there's a batch of people that were on doing it, so I was glad some people had nice weather. But I think it's a pretty cool shot we got tonight. It's crazy we're all looking at the same moon. I agree. I think so too. Aw, Meg. Well, I was gonna do over on YT tonight, but I don't know if I will. Usually I do those late night. So I'm gonna do here for a little bit. Good evening, Rebecca. How are you? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Starting tomorrow, back on my main. I should be starting back tomorrow. I think tonight at like 3 a.m. I can start back on the main. So it's been kind of strange without that, huh? I'll get back on it, you know. Hi, Kelly. Me too. Me too. I hope this is a good view for you guys. Want are you doing? I don't know. Want are you doing? We be looking at moon. It is calming, April. I agree. Tiffy's in here. Tiffy, it is so wonderful to see you. I have planes, and I want planes to fly in front of the moon. Come on, planes. You got this. I have faith in you tonight. Hey, Jaden, isn't she gorgeous? Hi, CNC. How are you? I'm doing good. I think I'm doing good. I can't complain. I ate some food. I have a warm place to sleep tonight. And I'm above ground. I think I'm doing pretty darn well. Ever seen anything unusual? All the time. All the time. But it's usually just satellites. But they look really weird, and birds out of focus, they look even weirder. We're a little high over the forest right now, so I don't know if we'll see any birds. But you never know. We might see some birdie birds. Crispy Luna. We need like a Luna chant. Thanks, Rebecca. Hey, Izzy. Thank you. Ooh, a swan. Well, thank you so much, Rebecca. That's very kind of you. This is an Orion XT8. It's a big old Dobsonian. It's like 4 feet long, 8-inch diameter mirror. So welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. That swan was cool, wasn't it? Looked really pretty. It was like, I don't know if I've seen that swan before. Is that a new swan? Is that a different swan? Oh, you're watching Starlink watching for me? Yeah, I don't know. Brenda, I think there's only like a couple people. I think I need to make a video that's like, hey, you know, help me get to 1,000 over there. I do go live often, almost daily on my main account, which is Sunshine Nate here on TikTok. This is my bonus content account I've been kind of working on a little bit. I'd like to kind of break my content apart a little bit. So like this account focuses more in one area, and then my main focus is in another area. Because I'm starting to notice I have a live crew, a video crew, and then people that are kind of involved in everything. And then people that are interested in just the nature, just the space stuff, or just the vloggy kind of things, or just the rocket launches. So I might cater accounts to them, you know? Yeah, there was just a rocket launch. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Really trying to pick up the audience on YouTube too. Which dark spots? Cheryl, the large dark regions are like ancient lava beds. Thanks, CNC. Thank you so much. Hi, Ariel. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be back to my normal broadcasts tomorrow on the main channel. Yeah, Brenda, we have a very clear night tonight. The moon is moving like 90% of the motion comes from the Earth rotating. So the moon moving through the sky on a stationary telescope is what we're seeing, like 90% of that. The other 10% would be the moon orbiting the Earth. But the telescope doesn't move. I'm not moving the telescope. Like right now, it's just sitting still. And then as the moon crosses, I readjust it. I didn't catch the blue moon yesterday. We had clouds here. It was like a bummer, but a lot of people did catch it, so I was excited to tune into some of those live streams. Moon was large and red in Houston. Very cool. Yeah, it moves pretty quick. I'll zoom out if you guys want to screenshot it. I'll zoom out here in a little bit so I can get a full screenshot, really crispy one for your wallpapers or whatever. But take as many screenshots and such as you want. Nina! It's Nina! You're amazing. Icky in a way? They kind of look icky in a way, Cheryl. Okay. I can see that. I can see that on the edges. Some on the edges. Exactly what you were looking for. Yeah, well, we'll zoom out a little bit. I get a nice crispy image for you. Here we go. Here. We got a nice, I don't know if that is. We're going to get a nice crispy image here for you for your wallpapers. All right, guys. I'll dim it just enough. There you go. There's the full shot this evening. It's an iPhone with a Orion XT8. Pretty cool. Thanks for the likes, guys. You know, anybody wants to see the moon tonight, please share the live. I know Becca's going to be out on the moon again. I think she's going live here shortly. Thanks, Lincoln. Thank you guys for those gifty gifts. What's up, Weston? How do you do? It's good to see you. Pretty icky craters. I don't understand. What is icky? What does icky mean? What is Thanks, guys. Ooh, see that? Did you see the bird up there? Didn't that look weird? Now that bird looked really weird. I'm not using an astrophotography camera. I just have my cell phone up to the eyepiece for you guys tonight. Just a phone and a telescope. What's that? Phobia of holes. It reminds me. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Cheryl. Oh, yeah. I don't know what it's called. But okay. Hey, Roger, how you doing tonight? What is that phobia of holes called? I forget. Something. Hey, Lincoln. Good evening. Hi, Amy. Really? I don't even know if I could remember that. White speckles are smaller craters. Good, Roger. Very good. Trypophobia. So is that like a phobia of just holes in general, or like, is it kind of like claustrophobic? Like, all I think of is like a cave. If you're thinking of like a hole mixed with like claustrophobia. We are getting some birds tonight. I think they're bats, though. No, it's not. Oh, okay. Hi, Heather. We have a little bit of Luna for you tonight. Have that. It's a bunch of uniformed holes in one area. Oh, okay. Like waffles. Like a honeycomb. Okay. I gotcha. And it's like ickiness. It's not like a fear. It's more like a disgusted ickiness or something. Not sure if I understand it too well. Thanks for the follows, guys. You know, anybody wants to see the moon, go ahead and share it out. But we got a pretty good view here tonight. I must say so myself. And I go straight across here, almost. And we'll go up this edge here a little bit. This is giving us some cool details. It's still a little wavy, but it's, yeah. It affects you more when it's plants or skin. Okay, Jenny. Learn something new every day. Thanks, Brenda. It's really nice of you. Thank you, Amy. You're too kind. You seen the rover that landed? Yeah. Chandrayaan-3 landed with its lander and rover. I think I don't know if 3 has an orbiter. I know Chandrayaan-2 had an orbiter. I think Chandrayaan-2's the one that had its lander crash, right? All right, we might get a plane here. If it gets any close, I think it's going to go too low. All right. I was going to, if a plane's coming across, I'm going to zoom out a little bit though. At least I see the plane. A lot of times I don't get to see it. That plane looks like it's going to be so close, but it's not going to be where I need it. All right, let me catch back up here. There was a bird. Oh, haven't seen anything yet. Tezo, the big crater. Yeah, Tycho up there. Isn't that cool? Hi, Maggie. Hello. Good to see you. Yeah, I want that plane. I think the plane went too low. But it turned off its... Oh, no, it's still blinking. It went way too low. Yeah, I think it was a little bigger last night. Last night it was the largest full moon of the year. Tonight, I didn't check the distance, but I don't... It could be a little... No, I think it is further away tonight. Distance changes every day. Every minute it changes. But there are some cool apps you can do to check the distance. Georgia, it's beautiful. Yeah. This is an Orion XT8 with a cell phone. Just an iPhone looking through the eyepiece. Like a fruit stem spot or something. What is that? The top? Let's see. I think you're talking about Tycho. That's Tycho crater. That big one there. That thing, I can only imagine what that looked like when that impact happened. You know what I mean? Hey, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. See space junk? Sometimes you can see satellites. I might have seen space junk before, but it's real small when I'm looking at the moon. That stuff comes by. It's like real small. On my main channel, I have some videos of that stuff. What's the attraction of looking at the moon? I don't know. It's comforting. It's calm. It's peaceful. It's some time outside that I get to just like kind of unwind, and I like to share it with you guys. And I just really like doing it, you know? So I think it's different for everybody. Yeah, this is, no, it's an 8-inch telescope. 8-inch by 4-foot telescope. It's an Orion XT8. It's a Dobsonian. It's pretty large. Gives us a really, really good view. Yeah, the moon does spin, but we only see like one side. It kind of wobbles towards us. We end up seeing like 59% of it over the 28-day period of its rotation. But it rotates on average like 28 days. I think it's like 27 something up into 29.3 or something days. But no, it orbits the Earth, but one side stays towards us. So while it goes around the Earth, from the perspective of the Earth, it's like, oh, we only see one side, but it is spinning in perspective to the sun. That's why we see a crescent or a full or a new moon, you know. If it looks orange, it's probably close to the horizon, or you might be in an area with some like smoke, you know. The more particles in the atmosphere, like smoke, dirt, dust, and stuff like that, scatter the light more, and red tends to punch through stronger, so it'll lean towards a more red or orange color. The lighter and darker spots on it. Well, those darker spots, like ancient lava beds, there are some areas that were like lava tunnels and stuff that collapsed, and on like a really clear night with it high up in the sky, you put a Barlow in, zoom in real close, you can see these little ridge lines from collapsed lava tube tunnel things. And right here, that's a mountain range. just to the right there. On the edge of that crater, that's right in the center of the screen. That's a big mountain range. It's pretty cool when the sun's hitting the moon in just a way that that mountain range casts a shadow. When it's close to a full moon, the light is pretty much shooting straight on, so we don't get to see as many shadows to show like the texture or depth. But I've found that if you clear your screen and turn your phone sideways, and you see this edge, it kind of helps you with the depth of it being round. You know, is there anything living on the moon? Not that I know of. When people land on the moon, can you see the rocket? I'm confused. I don't understand the question. When people, like when Artemis eventually puts people there? It's tidal locked. A lot of moons are tidal locked to their planets. Tidally locked. Usually what happens is like, say, like a giant impact of like two giant bodies like that, and then like they break into two pieces. Since they're spinning together to begin with, the one breaks away, and over millions, whatever years, they're spinning kind of together, kind of in the same rotation, but Earth started rotating, and it's tightly locked, and a lot of moons are like that with their planets. Yeah, cartwheels. There we go. Cartwheels on the moon. That's a crater, Dan. That's Tycho crater. That one up there on the left. It's a big one. Wish I could have seen that one, because when you zoom out, you can see like when that thing exploded. Look at the ejecta lines going all the way over. It's like that must have been a huge impact, you know. Copernicus over there in the lower right, the big ones. Those are big ones. You know. If you're in here to argue with me, please leave now. I'll just tell you that right away. I'm just not in the mood. It's not why I'm out here relaxing watching the moon. So if you come on with an attitude, either I'll remove you or you can remove yourself. Oh, you need to look up what plasma is, dude. Plasma is a little bit different than what you see on the moon. I don't know the dates. I'm not a Wikipedia. I'm not Natopedia. Yeah, just relax. Why would anyone want to argue? Oh, just people come in and like, who told you that? This is fake. You'll get the people come in, just you find that on the internet. You know, you'll meet people that say the nicest things to you that they normally wouldn't even say in person. Like they're overly nice, or it's the opposite and just overly negative things that they would never say to your face. It's just the way the internet works. So the negative stuff, I just gave them a warning. But if I see them, we just mute and block. You know, it is gorgeous, isn't it? Chicken leg, Tiffy, you sending food? Are you sending me food? There's no more. I know, Tiffy. There is no taco gifts. I was like, what? Where'd the taco gifts go? Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, it's no hate, no spam. Yeah. Yeah, and they won't look it up either. Is the hours of recordings personal? Sorry, I don't understand. What's the hours of recordings? What's the name of your telescope? Orion XT8. Just got done watching the Y files about the okay, moon perfect timing. I don't know what that is. No, Tiff, all is good. I hope you're doing well. Mexico, that's cool. Maybe for you, Jonathan, depends on where you're at. It's got a TikTok survey about the type of gifts can be sent. Really? That's a weird survey. Wait, did you vote for tacos? Because if I get one of those, I'm voting tacos back in because they took tacos away from the gift box here. Oh, my favorite. I love those tacos. I'm not going to be looking at a star. It looks like a star. It doesn't look anything like this. Just like a little twinkly light, and everybody but 3 people will leave. Tacos. Tacos. How do y'all do? Dun, 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 dun. Has the enormity of seeing the moon's surface so vividly ever been? Absolutely, Garen. That's my favorite thing about a telescope is when you first get one, like a nice one. Like this one's really big. So like the first time I looked through this, I looked at the moon and I was like, holy cow, that hurts my eye because it was so bright. But then I looked at Saturn and it almost made me tear up. It was so vivid and clear. And then Jupiter. Yeah, it takes your breath away. You know, I've had this for a while. I don't know. Where are you at, Ellie? I'm in Pennsylvania. Hey, Mike. Good to see you, man. I'm looking at the moon, Mike. Did you know that? Why is it being weird? Yeah, oh, that was weird. There we go. He wasn't listening to me. Where you can see... Oh, I'm out in the country in Pennsylvania, Ellie. Small travel scope with the best possible scope. I have... Tiffy, I have this Celestron 70 or whatever. I would like at least 100. At least 100 for a travel scope. The 70 is just a little too small. I get frustrated with it. It's good for rocket launches on Cape Canaveral, looking at the rocket. It was great for that, like the 70. But I think like a 130 might be something. Or like the 4SE. That's a Celestron 4SE, like tracker one. But that's a little bigger, but it's not too big. You can still travel with it. Aren't the craters really cool? I think they're pretty cool. Who all here has an orange moon tonight as it comes up? It seems like there's a lot of people with orange moons as they're rising. Here it wasn't too orange at all. It was pretty white while it rose above the horizon. When I move locations, like palm size with this view. Tiffy, we all want one palm size with this view. That would be really cool. Yeah, it could be just something in your atmosphere, John. Like when we in Pennsylvania we had that Canadian wildfire smoke a batch of times this year, and every time we got it, like the moon was like almost like super. It was super deep red when it rose, and then it would stay like a really vivid orange all night. Thanks for the cowboy hat. Yeehaw. It's all our moon, right? Some have orange, some have gray. Depends on how close it is to your horizon. Closer to the horizon, you're looking through more atmosphere at it. So the air particles, dust, smoke, dirt, anything in the air, pollution, are all dramatized because you're looking through more. And they scatter the lights, so like the red will punch through more. That's why we have sunsets, The sun's not giving us a sunset when it's high in the sky, but when it's low to the horizon, we get all this color. Similar with the moon. But if it's up in the sky like that, you probably have You probably have, you might want to check your air now conditions with the air now particle part thing, air quality thing. Oklahoma had an orange tint. Oh, nice. How you make it glide so smoothly? That's just the moon moving. The telescope's not moving right now. Once it gets about like halfway here, I'll readjust the telescope and let the moon travel back across the screen. So you get to feel like the natural vibe of like the moon just kind of cruising across the sky. I think it gives it a good feel. See, like right there, I just reset a little bit, and then I lock it in, and we just let the moon cruise across the screen. So you got a little bit of Earth rotation, and then, no, it's not me, Sam. I wish I was, Sam, if I was trying to do that, it would be so shaky. It would be shaking so bad. Like, I'll put the Barlow in, and when I go to Saturn sometimes, and I'll try to hold it on Saturn, and you can just see my heartbeat through the telescope. I can't hold it still for the life of me. Hey, John, good evening. No, I didn't see the rocket, Brad. I did get to see a Falcon Heavy launch down in Florida with the travel scope, though. That was a lot of fun, but it was like 50, 60 mile an hour winds on the Cape that night, so it was a little brutal. It was tough. It was real shaky. Oh, I can't zoom into the footprints. That's way too far. It is big, beautiful tonight. Absolutely. Just saw the rocket launch and it flew by Cape Canaveral. Nice. You see someone, uh-oh. That'd be a big someone if we could see him. They'd be like 100 miles across. Might be able to see smaller than that, but a lot of people say they see like shapes and stuff in the moon. People even say they see a reflection of like the continents of Earth, and I've never been able to see it. I need them like put next to each other and like show me, because I just don't see it that way. Hey, Ryoko, how are you doing tonight? Good to see you. Thanks, Mike. Mike, you're the man. You're great. You're wonderful. Oh, yeah. Hey, Maya. That's Earth rotating. It's a stationary telescope. So we're just like, I just set it there, and that's the moon moving through the sky. Your view here is a little, pretty much upside down. Because the moon's moving up in the sky. For you, it's looking like it's moving down. It's actually moving up for me. What about the dog and the cat? Isn't the cat? I thought it was up there, but apparently it's, where is it, down here? Somewhere? I don't even know where the cat is. I've heard there was a bird. That's what a bird looks like when it flies across the moon. I don't know where the cat is. Yeah, I've seen the cat before, but I can never find it. Maybe I have to zoom out. I'll zoom out and look. I don't know. Do I see a cat anywhere? I mean, is it down below? Up above? I don't know. Bunny rabbit. You see a bunny rabbit? Take screenshots if you want. You know? Oh. I'll put it right there. If you guys want a pretty shot of the moon, or make a TikTok or whatever you want. Wallpaper your phone off, you know. But, it's a really pretty night here. It's a pretty clear sky. It's in the 60s. It's kind of chill. I'm wearing a jacket. You see a rabbit too. I'm going to have to figure out this rabbit. I have to find where that is, you know. Zoom back in here. It's Pretty cool. It's an XT8, Orion XT8 with a phone, telescope and phone. It's a telescope and phone, Orion XT8. I don't want to repeat that all night, guys. So if I don't answer what kind of telescope it is, it's because I don't feel like saying it all night. Yeah, Jenny. iPhone 14 Pro. Moon on the lower right-hand side. Okay, rabbit. Let's go to the rabbit. We're going to the rabbit. Like way down here? You talking like way down there? I'm trying to see it. Do I have to turn my head? I'm trying to see this rabbit you speak of. See a little bit of... It's by the navel. One you see is up. Ah, okay. I mean, I kind of... Is it like curled around it? Or is it like a little rabbit? Huh. Maybe I just can't see it. You know what I mean? You're welcome, Rachel. Glad you guys are here. Take as many shots or screenshots as you want. Up, left, and eye. Now, where's this cat everybody's talking about? Is it? I think I see the cat in the top left now. Right there. I think it's upside down. I think that's the cat. Not tonight, Rachel, but you can't, like I can do the Orion Nebula lives when it's visible. And I do that sometimes. That's a fun one. Sometimes I do Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. I do the sun and moon. I did Mercury once. I really want to do a Starlink trail, you know? Moon is a square. Well then. Oh, you're welcome. Am I supposed to know where the aliens are? Elon is an alien. Nice name. Is that why he's so cringe? We just don't understand the alien humor. So I ain't gonna lie. He can make even like the dorkiest things be like cringe. Be like, even the nerds are like, dude, that was a little too... No, last night was the blue moon. Inside the hollow. Did you watch Moonfall too much? Ears of the rabbit at top and the tail below the navel. That you talk about like Copernicus. Okay, ears of the... Okay, I can see that. Okay. I see that. Looks like a big Easter bunny. Like the chocolate ones that are like sitting. Telescope and a phone. That's what we're looking through. Thanks for the follows, guys. Hey, Melinda. That right there, that big white crater is what they were calling the navel, because a lot of people will talk about the Copernicus and Tycho craters as like navels of the moon a lot. No, blue moon just means rare moon last night. It's, what is it? Every 14 years, I think, we have a supermoon that's a blue moon. A blue moon is a fourth moon in a season. A lot of people say it's a second full moon in a month, but it's really the fourth full moon in 2 points the Earth is in the orbit around the sun. So like a season. So if you divide our 4 seasons, you know, spring, summer, fall, winter, each one being like 3 months in a 3-month period, having 4 moons basically. But that's more mathematically correct. But like, that's just geometry and math. But the term blue moon is like 16th century or something. But apparently in like I forget the year, 1800 something, Krakatoa erupted, and people said during the full moon it looked like it was blue. So then they were like, that's the blue moon, because it was the 4th full one that season. It's an old term, and it confuses a lot of people. And the funniest thing was how many of the videos on, like if you looked on any social media platform, most of the videos were just a white moon, and they explained that. But here on TikTok, everybody, even the big creators were putting blue filters on it. And I'm just like, come on, you guys are adding to the confusion. Yeah. Play Dark Side of the Moon. You see a very dark matter square on the moon. Yeah? It's pretty wild. I see a lot of craters. If you know anybody that wants to see the moon tonight, please share the live. Hit me with that follow button. Follow Sunshine Nate on YouTube. And yeah, glad you're here. I hope you have a good time checking out the moon through a telescope. Got a few pictures. Nice. Oh, and I have a main channel here on TikTok, Sunshine Nate. Then I have This Is 2.0, bonus content. And then I have the YouTube. So lots of content and live streams. I enjoy outdoor live streams, nature, space, and travel stuff. Shame we can't see the moon's landscape from modern day telescopes. It's a lot more difficult than you would think. You know, I don't think people understand just how far away the moon is. I know it seems close to us, but it's not like, hey, we're just going down the street or just going up like a satellite. It's far out there. And we just are pushing through our atmosphere to begin with, but you would need something like, it all comes down to math. You need a big mirror, a big special mirror, magnifying mirror, that would be like a half a mile wide. And I can't fit that in my yard. You know, I don't have a half a mile wide area to put a mirror that would cost like 20 million, 20 billion. I don't know how many dollars. Mirrors are expensive for these things. Like this telescope is like, it's an 8-inch mirror. And the mirror, to replace the mirror, is like $500 for an 8-inch one. So imagine a half a mile wide. How much money would you think that would be? It'd definitely be a few $1 million, you know? So I think it just comes down to like, to be able to see like down to the surface from here being ridiculous. You might as well just like, yeah, Chandrayaan 2 is orbiting the moon, and they captured some, I have a video on my main of it. They captured the Apollo 11 and 12 landing sites, I think. 2 Apollo landing sites they captured images of with that orbiter. And then the 3 landed on the moon. The 2 lander crashed, I think. But then it photographed its debris pile, which was kind of funny. And the Russians crashed too. And then Chandrayaan 3 landed. They're rovers. The rover they sent out, like, I don't know, yesterday, day before, and it started down this path, and then it ran into a little crater, and it had to turn around. And that was like the whole day's mission was like, go this way, and then they had to stop it and commanded it to retreat, and then they found a new direction to go. So it's not like a remote control, just easy. Hey, go around. It's an expensive, very careful process to deal with rovers. You ever watch the Goodnight Oppie documentary? You should. It's a really good one. What is this? I've been getting these a lot. The cat. Is that the cat over here on the left? Right there? That's the cat, right? See that little right center screen, in the center of the screen, there's a little pointy dark area with the cat's, that's the cat's ear and eye, right? That's the upside down part of the cat. I'm guessing. That's what I think. Yeah. Okay, that's the cat. Yeah, you just got to flip your phone upside down. Gotcha. There we go. That's the kitty cat. Kitty cat. Thanks for the likes tonight, guys. Something flew. Could have been a bird if it was like flying erratic, but if it was a stable line, it would have been like a satellite or something. Tend to see those frequently. If it was a satellite, that's a bird. That's a bird right there. See it? That's a bird. Yeah, that was a bird. Have a good night, Rachel. There's a fox near the top navel or bottom navel. Yeah, we got pictures of the dark side. Well, there is no dark. The dark side is whatever side the sun's not on. The far side we have pictures of, yeah. But the sun travels around the moon, same as Earth. We have night and day. Moon has night and day. However, the moon days are a little different than our days. They're slower. The phases of the moon are our elaborate view of a moon day. Moon day is like 28 Earth days. You think the fox is top navel? Let's see. I don't see a fox up there. I'm not really seeing it. I'll keep an eye out for it, though. Is the fox with the super white, the gray, or the dark gray? Because like the cat's with the dark gray. I don't know. I got to find the fox now. See, I always thought that top center now was the cat, but now I guess over there was the cat. Or maybe or is that the dog? Or maybe that's the fox. Is the fox in the room with us? Well, maybe, Emma. I don't know. Could be. That'd be neat. If something ever happens to the moon, that'd be pretty wild. Yeah. There's a lot of things that can go wrong or change. The cosmos is chaos, you know. Live in the moment, though, and enjoy today. Those three at the bottom look like, what's that, Emma? Where? What three? What are we looking for? Down here? What did I do? Here, Emma? You're talking about the Terminator line? That's where the sun goes to the dark. Moon isn't real, says the crown person. Your account doesn't look real. I am playing Flurf Bingo on my main, so I might have to screenshot that comment. The man on the moon. Oh, yeah. Sea of Tranquility, Sea of Serenity. There's the Sea of Crisis and the Sea of something. But right there in the middle, that big one, not the lower left one, I think that's Crisis. The big one there, I think that's Sea of Tranquility. The top of that is like Apollo 11, and the bottom had another Apollo landing. And that was a bird that flew across. But we can call it an alien. We could just say that was the Millennium Falcon, okay? I mean, a falcon's a bird, right? Just pretend it was a spaceship. We'll pretend it was a space. There we go. Aliens. There we go. If we see a bird, we're just going to call it an alien. I mean, that's the way it goes. But it seems like we're seeing a lot of birds tonight. Sometimes the birds will come up and they'll be like, it'll be just perfect, you know? And I really like when the planes go across. The planes will be like this very vivid silhouettes of them. I'm using an Orion XT8 telescope with an iPhone 14 Pro Max. Telescope and a phone. TikTok and me. So if you see an alien, you're going to call it a bird. That's a good question. Maybe we should. But But if I saw an alien and you're making first contact, that might insult them. Oh, well, I think anything we're going to do is going to insult them making first contact, you know? I mean, if I say, hey, bird, they'd be like, what did you say? And then it's like Mars Attacks all over again. Oh, somehow somebody's bringing politics into the moon. Oh, man. Why do you sound like that act? What actor? I sound like an actor. I hope it's a cool actor. Bird is the word. Barlos, do you know what plasma is? Barlos, tell me what plasma is. And then you can literally describe how you're so wrong. Good evening. I do? Ohio State rep. I sound like an actor. I wonder what actor I sound like, honestly. How far is the moon to, I want to say 250, 280,000 something others kilometers? It's 280,000 kilometers. It changes all the time. I'd have to look it up. You're working for the Moon Conspiracy Group. I wish, Curtis. I bet they pay better than my job I have now. If there was a Moon Conspiracy Group and they were offering to hire me, you're darn right I would go work for them. I would love to work for the Moon Conspiracy Group. Oh, James Webb Telescope? There's a dog upside down. People call that like the cat, the dog. I heard fox earlier, stuff like that. Hey, Mr. Wags, how you doing tonight? Be careful saying the moon is round around some of these people. I guess they came in just to get mad. They come in, they see the moon, they just get mad. Imagine going through life and everything you see, you just yell at. For no reason, you're just like, that's not real. I demand answers. Everybody just kind of stand around looking at you. You're just making an ass out of yourself, honestly. Yeah, Moonfall was an awesome movie. I like that movie. It was pretty good. Well, pretty good and pretty bad at the same time. I think the storyline was pretty, there wasn't much substance in the storyline, but the special effects and all that was pretty cool. But the storyline was pretty weak. Oh, Don't Look Up. Oh, I think I saw that too. I got to remember. I don't remember the Don't Look Up plot though. But during the pandemic and stuff, I watched so many movies. Oh my gosh. I got I think I went through every movie ever made, it seemed like. The streaks from the top navel, like Fallout. Yeah, from it hitting the eject. What do they call them? They call them something. But yeah, just what you would think. From the impact. Imagine being able to see that. When that happened, that had to look crazy. Imagine sitting here right now. We were just watching the moon like this, and something hit the moon that big to do that. That would be pretty wild. You know what I mean? You leaving, Liam? You good? You good, Liam? Did you just try to insult me? I think you did. I mean, I like Billy Bob Thornton, though. He's a lot better than a Liam. I'd rather go with a Billy Bob than a Liam any day. Like a dream. Hi, Kate. How are you doing? It'd be wild. Boo! What do you mean? You don't like Billy Bob? You'd rather go with a Liam? Does the moon have water? Yeah, there was evidence of water from the Chandrayaan 1 mission. Found evidence of water. That's why they tried to go back with Chandrayaan 2, crashed the lander. Then they got back with Chandrayaan 3, landed, and they're going to find the thingies. They found evidence of water, I think, but now they're trying to find proof of water. India would be at the South Pole, which would be right up on this top leftish, edgish kind of area. You know? You couldn't see because of the cloud. Oh, you can see it tonight, Kate? Awesome. Looks like watermelon. I've heard that before. People say it looks like watermelon. I can kind of see a melon out of that. I mean, maybe like a peeled orange, you know? Just a hobby, Emma. I just enjoy relaxing with it. That's why I laugh at the trolls that come through. I'm like, you really think I care if you're here or not? I don't have anything to prove to anybody. It's just a hobby. I enjoy doing it. It's not my job to convince anybody of anything. You know, try to answer questions if I know an answer. If I don't know the answer, I say I don't know. People want to yell at the moon. Yell at the moon. I'll howl at it while you yell at it. Let's go. Cantaloupe? Ooh, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Well, I've picked up a lot of facts with this stuff over the years. I kind of go with science, you know, and I follow along with Astro News of what they have learned and discover and breakthroughs. Unfortunately, on the internet, there's a lot of conspiracies. Now, do organizations and companies and all those things lie to you and have secrets? Of course. But I don't get into that. I just get into the basic 101 facts that we do know, you know? And one thing I'd like to do is learn more of the names on the moon, because there's so many names and I can never remember them. And most of the ones that most of the charts I have are all in Latin, you know? Telescope's not moving, you know? Telescope's just not moving. But yeah, I keep the facts pretty basic. I don't get in-depth stuff going on. I'm sure there's secrets and stuff I don't know about, but something like the moon being a light bulb and the Earth being flat, I mean, come on now. Yeah, India's on the moon with a lander. It's a lander and a rover on the moon. Their landing video was really generic looking. It was like a graphic representation animation thing that looked like a video game. It was really cheesy. And people thought that India was playing it off like that was the real footage. And they weren't. They were saying this is an animation just to show you what's going on because, you know, and then a day or two later, they released the images, but all of the images from the lander have to be transmitted back to Earth from the pole. And people are like, well, no, it should be in 4K with zero latency, just like you're streaming the Super Bowl. And they're like, the moon is far away. We're landing on the South Pole. Communications over satellite wirelessly is long data trains. And everything's done very slow. It's not like we threw, you know, the camera team from the Super Bowl up there. It's just people don't understand. They think, oh, just give them an iPhone 14 and they'll be able to just text it to us. It's not how it works. Looking for anything specific. They're looking for water. That's one thing, but there's going to be lots of like experiments and tests, and it's exciting to see where we advance. If we're going to look at the minerals, they've already released the minerals they're finding on the moon, which is really cool. Like a lot of sulfur. And stuff like that. So there could be like mining and economic growth. There could be a moon base. I know we want to do a moon base as like a pit stop to Mars because it'd be a lot cheaper to go from the moon to Mars. There's all these plans. If you look up Artemis Project and those kind of things, and then you'll see about that stuff. But one cool thing is in October, I think it's earlier. It's before the eclipse. The eclipse is the 14th. I think it's like the 8th. We're launching, I think it's Psyche to the Psyche asteroid, which is like a metal asteroid. And it's going to go orbit it for a while. And it's a metal asteroid, which is pretty much the same as like the core of a planet. So it's going to be the first time we get to like observe something that is pretty similar to the core of a planet, which is going to be really cool. Mission 2. Your Android phone makes better pictures of the moon. No, it doesn't. It has AI. And I've seen the AI images, and they come nothing close to what this telescope and a camera can do. You don't have a 1219 millimeter focal length in any phone. Nobody does. That would be a 4-foot long phone. You could with a DSLR or a mirrorless, have that 4-foot telescopic lens, But yeah, no. And here on TikTok, it's like super low quality compared to what the actual camera, the phone can do, and which is super low quality to what a real camera can do. Elon Musk has built a house on the moon. Breaking news. Well, everybody, Markel, you heard it here first. Just got mooned. Were the minerals, they found new minerals? I don't think so. Everything because how do you test for something you don't know exists? You know what I mean? I think that would be more like with samples we could bring back. We'll test for stuff that we don't know. But I'm not sure. Maybe they do have something up there that can test minerals that we might not know, like at least know some chemical makeups of it or something. I don't know. That's a good question, though. That's a very good question. I have no clue. But they did list out, they said some of what they have found are these things. I don't think they listed everything off, which could mean some of it they don't even know what it is. Or they just haven't finished testing it yet. Did you guys see that bird a little bit ago? It was pretty cool. Moon. Well, the moon has so many craters on it, and those craters are from, asteroids. And you have two main kinds of asteroids. You have ice ones and rock ones. So imagine asteroids from across the cosmos coming and hitting the moon. On Earth, we have our atmosphere that a lot of them burn up. A lot of those materials burn up. But on the moon, all those materials can just crash in and be there. Well, on the South Pole, where the sun don't shine, basically, because inside a crater, the rim never lets the sun shine in this area where they're going. At least where we want to go. I think Chandrayaan-3 is going to try to go there. But there could be ice asteroid in there that's still ice. We look in there, we find things from who knows where across the cosmos. They should drill on the moon, Nate, you should change your handle to Google Nate. Really? Because I'm not even Googling. Know-it-all, Nate? Stop it, Lois. I'm not know-it-all. I just get asked the same 20 questions every time I'm on the moon. It's just the same 20 questions. I don't know that much. I know a lot about audio, though. I always wanted to... Well, I have a radio tower that I could build. I want to build a radio tower and just listen to space sometime. Or have my own, listening device. Would that be crazy if I was sitting there, watching I Love Lucy and like with headphones on, listening to like a space radio, listening for like the movie Contact, which is one of my favorites of all time. Dark spots versus light spots, explain or it's aliens? Well, if you would have said please, I would have explained, so I guess it's aliens. It's aliens. You love Contact? Me too. Living the dream, Emma? I don't know. I get bored easily. I get bored of space stuff real easily, and then I have to go do nature stuff. And then I get bored of that, so I go do travel stuff. And I get bored of that, so I go do like spreadsheets and bookwormy stuff. And then I get bored of that, so I get back out to space stuff. I can never like really stick with anything too long without a break from it. I get real bored of it. But the sunspots I've been documenting over the past year, that's been pretty fun. Let's see here. Becca has a $1.02 in there. Nice. Like Nate, I hear the same questions a lot, and I'm a nerd. Yeah, Jenny. And I just, I'm looking at the moon. I decided a little while ago that I'm not on TikTok Live to cater too much to the viewers. I'm here sharing with you, but I'm not here like working for you. Does that make sense? And I'm not going to try to answer every question, not going to try to talk super fast because that's high energy and that defeats the purpose of relaxing and watching the moon. If you want one of those live streams, they're out there. Go find them. I'm not going to be that. I'm just going to be me. I can't be anything other than me. Well, thanks, Emma. What's with really white? Oh, that's a cool. I like this. This fact is actually cool. The lighter craters, and those little small ones are just smaller craters. But the lighter they are, the younger they are. I didn't know that. I was like today years old. Well, like 2 months ago, I learned that they're younger. They're fresh. Fresh craters are lighter and brighter, and duller ones are older. So like the older ones, they're the elderly craters. Those, but then you got the big lava beds. But I think it's a cool fact because it kind of shows the age now that you know it, and you look at the moon, you're like, oh, that one's younger, that one's older. That's really cool. I did not know that till this year. I thought it was pretty neat, Oh, there's Jupiter. I see Jupiter, Saturn, and the moon. If you're outside and you could see the moon right now, just to the right of it, if you hold out your hand, 2 fists to the right and up a little bit is just a pinch up is Saturn. And then if you look, like follow that line to the left on the other side of the moon, all the way down above the horizon is Jupiter. We got a plane coming close. Come on, plane. That plane had potential. There was potential for that plane to transit, but it turned. It knew we were watching the moon. We'll meet again, plane. We'll capture you one of these days. Yeah, there's no blue color in the blue moon. It's quick little search and you can figure out all the info behind that. But basically, blue moon just means rare or impossible. It's an old term, really old term that they should probably stop all the old terms for the moon. Because like you got the strawberry moon that doesn't look red. You got the blue moon that's never blue. You know what I mean? The blood moon. We got to stop using things that have color that have to do with the moon. We should just call it super big moon. In my mind, just call it the supermoon, like they call supermoon. It's a big moon. But if you call it a blue moon, you know what happens? More clicks. The news media, all of them, they get more clicks and plays on their videos if they say blue. And then everybody says, it's not blue. Well, now they interacted with a comment. So they got interaction. So they get 2 for the price of 1 with the word blue. They get engagement. Is the blood moon red? Or is, because like every moon's like really red close to the horizon, but up in the sky, no. You can't depend on a smoggy sky, you know? But the blood moon, or is the blood moon like the eclipse thing? Is that the eclipse thing? Like a lunar eclipse or something? I don't know. I got to look up the blood moon. It's only red every 28 days. Cheap. Yeah, you got me there with saying that, and I said it out loud. But it's an eclipse. From astrology TikTok, I've learned that every full moon has its own name, and it feels a bit excessive. Yeah, I yeah. That's why I kind of focus on the geometry of it and stuff. So, like a fourth full moon in a season is called, they call it the blue moon, so it's rare. This year it happened to be the fourth supermoon, third supermoon, fourth, but the largest full moon of the year. So, being that large of a blue moon every 14 years. But every 2 to 3 years, we actually have a blue moon that's just like a fourth full moon in a season. So it was like really confusing for everybody. And they're like, why isn't it blue? It's like, well, they shouldn't say that because not a lot of people know, you know, not a lot of people are sitting there like looking at the moon like we are tonight every night. People are just doing their living their life. They're not looking up. They're not looking at the skies. I'm in Pennsylvania, Emmy. Where are you? It's really amazing of you. Moonlighting. Spain. Cool. Ooh, we got another plane. This one's got potential. Oh, it looks like it's going low too. They're getting so close. These planes are super close. I hope we get one across, you know? I really do. I'd really like for you guys to see a plane go across the moon. I'm going to give you guys a screenshot here. Okay, ready? It's going to be the best screenshot you've ever had ever of all time within the universe, and it'll be the best one forever. Always. Okay, here we go. I'm going to move it. It's going to move into center for you. Take screenshots, clear screen, whatever you got to do. I can clear chat for a second so everybody can do it, so you don't have to worry about the whole thingy. Where's the button? Settings, comments, settings, turn off comments. Okay, there you go. Get your screenshots, everybody. Get your screenshots. Get your corn dogs here. Everybody get your corn dogs. I don't know why I said it that way, but I did. That happened. Everybody good? All right. I'm going to turn the comments back on. There we go. That was surprisingly calm when I cleared the comments. Should I just do that the whole time? I think I'm hilarious. Okay. Why did you send a heart when I tried to do? I'll do more screenshots in a bit here. That's how I get people to gift. I clear the screen, and then people gift just to mess up screenshots. That's how I make money. No green men yet. I mean, I wish there was some green men. That'd be kind of cool. Actually, no. Why are they always green? Why would they be green in the first place? Like, I just don't understand the green. Chilling on the moon. Hey, Monica's here. I don't know where that's at, Monica. Let me look on my thingy. Arc. Can you pin the comment, Jenny? Arcturus, Arca something. Let's see. Arcturus. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's real low. It's below a tree line. It's below a tree line. I can't view it. I can't even see it. It's almost down to my horizon in the west-southwest. Why the moon looks translucent sometimes? I've never seen it look translucent. I've seen like it crescent, so you don't see parts of it. It's not translucent. It's just dark. It's nighttime. What goes nighty-night, it doesn't have like cities or anything to be like bright. So it just, you don't see it. You see it or you don't. But during the day, like daytime moons, that looks pretty weird. They look pretty weird. Or at least the Terminator line. My favorite time to see the moon is like when it's half illuminated, like half of the moon. That'd be a half moon? Yeah, I think so. And then it's like at dusk. And the moon has this like really pewter gray kind of like contrasty look to it. You guys have a lot of questions. It's pretty cool. Blue. Why is there a blue ring around the moon? That's from the mirror in the telescope. It puts a blue ring around trees. If you were standing out in the field and I put the telescope on you, you'd have a blue ring around you too. Looking through this thing. Puts a blue ring around everything. Yeah, you can see Tycho Crater. No, last night was a blue moon, and it wasn't blue because the blue moon is not blue. It just means rare. And everybody was confused. And I'm sure everybody that was live streaming the moon last night, I know I was for Becca, that comment came up like every 2 or 3 seconds. There was a bird. There was a bird. Hey, Bales. How you doing, Big Bales? The blue moon is pink. Now you're just confusing people. And the pink moon's not pink, and the strawberry moon's not strawberry. What's real anymore? Burb. It's a birdie bird. I watch out for those birdie birds, you know. They're trying to photobomb the moon. They don't want you to see the aliens there, right? Is that what it is? I'm doing good, Bales. I see Jupiter and Saturn tonight. I'm debating hitting Jupiter real quick, but I might not. I don't know. It's because it's so low to the horizon. And we won't be able to see it that well. No, Simon. No, that's not the meaning of it. Blue moon means rare or impossible. It's from the 1800s, Krakatoa, but it actually, before that eruption, back in the 16th century, they had a term for impossible, and they called it the blue moon. The 16th century. But then in like the 1800s, Krakatoa erupted, and people said that the moon looked blue. So then they started associating blue moon with the actual moon. So I'm just confused. But it is an old thing. It is an old thing. Hey, thanks for the roses. I appreciate it. The Baddies Backup is asking to go live with me. Decline. Declined. I like leaving. Don't put your phone number in here. That's a quick way to get instant blocked, okay? Never put phone numbers in chat, ever. That's your only warning, and you don't get second chances. If you do it, you're immediately blocked. Just let you know, yeah, Jenny, you see that at all, they get immediately muted and blocked. What's very close? The moon is cheese, very close, OMG. I know you did, Jenny. Thank you. Toxic mods? How so, Joker? Let me see. Let's really? No. My moderators are great, Joker. You see, it's me that's toxic. Which is why I just blocked and muted you. Because I'm toxic and I don't care. My mods are really nice, though. They have way more patience than I do. I have zero. I have zero patience. How come the Earth is spinning around? How come you don't moon the telescope? I'm going to block you now, again, just for asking that. See, I can be petty. People think they get a fair chance with me, and you don't. You don't. Don't get a fair chance. I don't have to give you a fair chance. Aren't we all just a little bit? Yeah. I don't know. Mooning a telescope or going round and round. Have a good night, Bales. Hope you have an amazing night, too. Thanks for swinging by. It was good to see you. Do you have to buy lens extra? You can get extra eyepieces, and most telescopes come with a 2-inch or an 1.25 inch. There's like 2 different sizes. This has both. So this has a 2-inch focuser tube coming off the telescope, and then it has an adapter from 2-inch down to 1.25 inch. And you have 1.25 inch eyepieces. You also have 2-inch eyepieces. I'm going with an 1.25 inch eyepiece that's a 25 millimeter, but they make a variety of different 1.25 inch eyepieces. They make a variety of 2 inches. Then they make these T-rings that can go to a DSLR camera too. So if you want to stream through a DSLR looking through it, or you get a little screw-in 1.25 inch telescope camera that can go in there too. So there's a variety of options. You can customize it more than a Jeep. It's ridiculous. Hey, Lisa Joy, I'm glad you're here. Thanks, Jenny. Smart and funny. Does that make me a smart ass? Buy separate if I buy Orion XC. No, this would come with, I think it comes with a 25. If you get they have a package sometimes that they're selling with it. It might include other eyepieces. I recommend getting a Barlow at least. I think a Barlow did come with this, but make sure you get a 2X Barlow always. At least a 2X. If not, get a 2 and a 3. You can stack a 2 and a 3 together to make a 5, but you're adding more tube length, so your focuser is going to be a little different. It's a play-by-ear kind of thing. Maybe get a 5, a 3, a 2, or like a 2, 3, and a 4X Barlow. And what those do is they multiply the magnification times 2 of the entire setup. But then your 25 millimeter, like right now, 25 gives us this view right there. See the ring? You can see the top of my screen and the bottom of your screen. You see the dark? That's the tube, the eyepiece tube, okay? So see how the moon, everybody can get a good view of the whole moon? That's why I have the 25 in. Because sometimes zoomed all the way out on like a 20 would look like that. All the way out on a 10 would look like that. Or no, I think that that's a 10. 9, 8 millimeter, 7 millimeter, you know what I mean? So I have a 25 in so that we can zoom out and get that view for screenshots of the moon. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. Harmony's here. How are you doing? It's good to see you, Harmony. Thanks, Cano. You ever see anything weird on the moon? Uh-huh. Tonight we saw some weird birds fly by the moon. Never saw anything weird on the moon because I can't even see that close. Even all the zoomage image that I can get in, I still can't see surface stuff. It'd be like trying to read somebody's license plate from an airplane at 35,000 feet with just your eyeballs is what we're looking at right here, all the way zoomed in here from Earth. So it's still pretty far away. But I have seen like some cool things transit, meaning like fly across. Um, Most I think were satellites, a lot of birds, and then a couple, I'm not sure. It could have been a balloon. I'm not sure. Now, some of the cooler transits I've seen have been like mylar balloons, the birthday balloons, little foil ones, because they move really weird and slow and spin. So they'll move in a straight line across the moon, but they like are spinning at the same time, and you see this texture spinning. Those look the weirdest. Is that like a Minecraft term? The Sword of Omens. I want one. Still hoping for an airplane to go across me too. That'd be icing on the cake tonight. Have I seen any astro? No, I did see the impact from February from the Japanese astronomer captured it. He put a YouTube on there, but it was a pretty cool little pop, like flash. It kind of looked like a flash on the camera he had, but it's hard to tell. Oh, Thundercat reference. I'm not familiar. You wish you could live on the moon? What would you do, Cano? What if it was just you up there? You just sit there? We just sit there? Hello. You would be happy. I'd just be the woman on the moon? Simply. Well, there you go. Buy the telescope from the internet at the telescope store. Ever see a bike go across? What? That'd be weird. No. I haven't seen a bike. Now I wish I did, though. But we're zoomed out. Like, we can't zoom in far enough to see something like a bike. That'd be like super zoom in, It'd be like a super zoomed in. Oh, it's a nice night, though. Wizard of Oz reference. There we go. What? It's not bigger and detailed than the 90s. And in my mind, nothing will ever beat the 90s. Especially music. Music's gone downhill big time. Yeah, it's close right now. It depends on like the size of it, but it's 4.5 billion years old. So like 30, 40 years doesn't make, not much has changed. Yeah, 90s music was great. I love the 90s. I'm a 90s kid. I'm 39. I was born in 84, so. I might be missing what you're saying, Scary, because I have a lot of blocked words on this account, like a lot of blocked words. So it might not even tell us if something you say comes through or not. Like I think usually I block some of the silliest ones, and it messes with my moderators a lot. But that's on my main channel. I think on my main channel, like you can't say Worcestershire sauce, like Worcester. You can't type the proper spelling of it. You can't do David Hasselhoff. You can't I have some really funny ones on the main that people aren't allowed to type. What do you do on my similar stuff right now? But this one's I'm gonna end up doing like bonus content on this one for now until I realize kind of figure out what to do with it. Wash. Nice, Jenny. 90s. But I've been doing the main one. I've been doing live streams for like a few years now, and it has a decent following of nature and travel folks, hikers and stuff. And then I started doing this astro stuff about a year ago. And they're not too into it. A lot of those followers that I built the account on. So like I'm tossed between two different kind of genres, nature and then space, where for me it's all outdoors. But so I might split the two, nature and space, 80s kid, 90s teen. It was the best. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because some people will just want to see the waterfalls, sunsets, and stuff like that. But my main, I do almost daily sunset live streams where I'm just chilling with the sunset with people, or I go to the lakes, go on hikes, travel adventures. I've taken them to Alaska, California, Florida, rocket launches, Colorado, all over the United States, Boston. Lots of fun stuff. On this one, I don't know. What should we do? Right now, space. Lisa Joy says, Nate, how is... No, last night was the blue moon. You love space? Nice. The main is Sunshine Nate. Just same as here without the 2.0. Has 156,000 followers on it. It's Tennessee too. Look it up. It's what? It's tonight too. Look it up. Well, it was at 9:36 yesterday, p.m. Eastern, and the full moon technically only lasts for like a moment, if we want to say a minute. So last night from 9:36 to 9:37 p.m. Eastern was the full moon, and then it started waning. And so this is a waning moon. Still pretty big though. Saw a spaceship, DK. Can you do it? David is here. David. David, are you a moderator? No, you're not a moderator here? I'm giving you all the privileges. You're getting all the permissions. You have the power, David. You have the power. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's real pretty. That's nice. This is for screenshots, and I'm going to clear all your comments, guys, but they'll be right back. Don't worry. This is just for screen shots of people. So please don't gift me a whole bunch of money while people are trying to take screenshots, okay? I mean, just don't give me all these huge, luxurious gifts. Screenshots. Good shots. That looks real nice. I think it looks real nice. But yeah. The full blue moon was last night, but now you can see over on the bottom left edge, you can see that texture, the Terminator zone. That's the beginning of the waning. And then that shadow will move from left to right on this view. But this view is upside down. So if you do a screenshot, rotate it 180 as a wallpaper or something, and it might make more sense to people if you show it to them. Because Tycho Crater right now is on the bottom, if you look in the sky. There we go. You guys got your screenshots? Oh, wait. I can't see if you say yes or not. All right. Get me to 25,000 likes if you got your screenshots. All you have to do is like the live. Lots of hearts. All right. I'm joking. I'm coming back. It's okay. It's okay. Calm down. There we go. Is it for real? Yeah, that's the moon. That is the moon. That is the moon. Ra-ba-boom! Boom! Dun, 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 dun. It's actually the Death Star. We're all doomed. It's moving. It's moving from right to left on this screen, but this is mirrored, so it's actually moving left to right in the sky. It's a stationary telescope. So about 90% of the movement comes from Earth rotating, and the other 10% coming from the moon orbiting Earth. You have to go, Emma? Well, it was a pleasure this evening. I'm going to make sure I'm following you. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. Be sure to follow my main, Sunshine Nate. It's regular main, but it's not main and backup. It's not like that. This is bonus content right now. Both will be equally attended. Or equally tended to. Not attended. Equally tended. Whatever. You know what I mean. And follow me on YouTube, Sunshine Nate, as well. I do live streams there as well, but they're in widescreen. So we look at the moon. Widescreen. You can put it on your TV, and it's great. This is more the mobile. Oh, I have a link tree. I have a link tree here, too. I put the same link tree over here. So you can... I should put the other TikTok in this link tree and this TikTok in that link tree. I could do that. I didn't think about that. I should do that. I could like link tree, or I could put a link tree in my link tree. What about that? I haven't seen anybody do a link in a link in a link. Actually, I have seen people do links in links, and it's really annoying. I'm not going to be annoying. I'm already annoying more than annoying enough. Light bulb moment. Link tree session. That was good, Emma. That was really good. I like that. Link treeception. May I ask what telescope we're using tonight? Of course you may. Thank you for being polite. This is an Orion SkyQuest XT8 Dobsonian telescope. I know that's a mouthful. Just remember XT8. And what that means is it's an 8-inch mirror diameter circle, 8 inches across, whatever you want to say. 8-inch tube by 4 feet long. Dobsonian, it just sits on the ground with like a pan tilt kind of thing. I just kind of move it and watch the moon through it. And I have an iPhone 14 Pro Max into an eyepiece on it. But it's an Orion XT8. Heart on the moon. Aw. Yes, Chelsea. Where is the heart on the moon? Do you guys see a heart on the moon? I don't see a heart. I've heard of hearts on the moon. Right there in the middle. Is it in the middle? Are you seeing a heart in the middle? Kind of looks like a hand heart right there in the middle. Ooh, that was a bird. Why is it moving? Earth rotates and the moon orbits Earth. 90% Earth rotation, 10% moon orbiting, approximate guesstimationized. But the telescope, it is non-motorized. It just sits here looking like a stick on the ground, just laying there, just pointed over there. So what you're seeing is the speed of it moving through the sky, basically. It's attached to that crater off to the bottom left. Oh, that one right in the middle? You're talking about the Sea of Tranquility, I think. That right there? You love the moon rabbit? You see the rabbit on the moon? Yeah, the moon rabbit. The moon rabbit. Everybody's been talking about the moon rabbit tonight. There's a moon rabbit. Yeah, that's the Sea of Tranquility. Heart on the moon. There you go. Nice. We'll go in nice, and if you want a nice screenshot, there you go. Heart on the moon. Well, the right side of that heart, up our view top, Apollo 11 landed there. And on the bottom, another Apollo mission landed there. Mm-hmm. And there's 6 flags on the moon. 6 of them. I can't see them, though. Everybody asks, can you see the flag? Where's the flag? Where's the flag? Can't see the flag. We'd have to be like nearly on the moon to see the flag. It's a nice telescope, but it's not like that crazy kind of zoom, The moon looks really pretty in the sky tonight. We got a really clear sky. Yeah. India landed on the South Pole. South Pole is top, just left of center over there. Way over there, where the sun don't shine, ever. There's areas of the moon in craters that the sun never shines, especially on the poles, okay? Well, only on the poles, I think. Unless there's like some caves, like or lava tubes, or tunnels, lava tubes. Lava tubes sounds cooler. But on the poles, you got these craters, right? And then you got the big rim around it that is like high up. Well, the sun never gets to peek inside those around the rim where it's always dark and shadowy. And so like that's where they're going. They're going to look for ice in those areas. And since the moon doesn't have an atmosphere, your shadow would be a lot darker if you were standing on the moon than you would like sitting here, because you don't have air scattering the light. So the only light source would be that of things reflecting onto the shadow. So your shadows would look a lot different. Where here, if you hold your hand out, you see your shadow, but you see whatever is inside the shadow perfectly fine. On the moon, not so much. Yeah, they're looking for water, ice from ice asteroids that landed in those shadowy areas where the sun don't shine, Because if the sun did shine there, the water would escape out into space. It would melt off the ice and the water would go away. But in the shadows, where it's cold, there could be ice still. You heard the moon is hollow? Yeah, it's not. There's a tiny little white crater in that black crater. Yeah, there's craters in craters in craters in craters on the moon. Just been bombarded. It's 4.5 billion years old. It formed around the same time as the sun. 4.5 billion is like estimated. I don't know. I wasn't there. But that's their guess. If you want a screenshot, that's pretty dim. Let me try a different zoom, a different brightness for you. Yeah, like something like that. That's pretty cool. That's a good shot. La Luna Belle. What's up, Felix? You good? Yeah, it's really pretty tonight. Well, thanks, Chelsea. What are your thoughts on Venus? I think moving away. Is Venus like your ex-girlfriend or something, Cody? What do you mean moving away? You okay? You need somebody to talk to? Because it's not me. I suggest going to somebody not on the internet, somebody you know, love, and trust if you need to talk to somebody about it. Because I'm not going to be there for you. I'm just a dude with a telescope looking at the moon. Whoa. That always looks like lights over here for people. They're just smaller craters, but they're really bright. So they kind of look like lights, Now this one on the bottom right there, almost middle, coming down towards chat. That one's super bright. When I dim down the moon, zoom out, dim it down, that turns into like this giant light looking thing. See it? Boom, it's like a little flashlight coming towards the chat. Yeah. When we have a perfectly good Pluto right there. Yeah, why not? Pluto is a dwarf planet. No. It's okay, Cody. I hope you're okay. I think it got weird. It went yellowish for some reason. That might be a sign that I need to wipe off the eyepiece. We might have a little dew happening. A little dew happening on the eyepiece. Let's see if this helps it. White. Yellow. Why is it going yellow? Might be the other mirror. Secondary mirror. Primary mirror is the big one. The secondary mirror is like a little 45-degree diagonal mirror that you guys first look into the tube through. See, it's going yellow. I don't know why it keeps turning yellow. You said it wrong? Oh, well, it gave some good commentary, so I appreciate you saying it wrong. Did you know the moon moves a couple centimeters away? Yeah, it is moving away. And the little Apollo 11 mirror device instrument they put on the moon, we can hit with a laser to know exactly how far away it is. And that's how we learned a lot about our tides and how it's dragging the tides, and the tides are kind of slowing down the rotation of Earth. And that's why we have like leap seconds, and then that the moon's like wobbling and moving away. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And another thing is our year isn't 365 and a quarter days. It's like 3654126 or something ridiculous. That every so many years we will skip the leap year thing. We won't do a leap year. Something like that. Hey, Dozy Cow. Good evening. Good to see you. Thanks for the follows tonight, guys. If you think this is cool, hit that follow button. If you don't think this is cool, unfollow me. Do. My name's Nate. I do space, nature, travel, adventure live streams, outdoor live streams. Sitting outside, enjoying this beautiful moon through my telescope with you guys. My main channel is Sunshine Nate. This is my 2.0. And then I have a YouTube Sunshine Nate as well. I do live streams on all three. I put content out on all three. 4 leap years. Yeah, I think they line up with election cycles here. I think so. And then, but there's like, I don't know, is it every 100 years or something? How many years until we don't do a leap year? I forget how long it is. It's like a ridiculous amount of time. What'd you give me? You gave me a new universe? Thank you so much, Christian. Thank you. As opposed to an old universe. Pfft, who wants those? I want the new one. Hey, Mira. How you doing? Tell that guy to go home. Who? Who, Pete? You good? You okay, Pete? Pete, take off the headphones. Can you hear me? Wait, is that headphones over books? Or are those supposed to be dB meters? Decibel meters? Leap years are, or are they VU meters? No, because VUs are needles. That's voltage. Not the digital ones. Leap years are skipped when a year is divisible by 100, but not divisible by 400. Exactly, Chelsea. That was the thing. Yeah. You're from Sydney, Phantom? Nice to meet you. How you doing over there? As per Google. There you go, Chelsea. See, you're a pro here already. 99.9% plus 100% of everything everybody asks can be answered on Google. You know what I mean? You okay? Whatever your name is? Weather? Warming up? Well, that's good. You guys are going into your spring, right? Jenny, that was good. I like it. We have the Australians in here. Nice. Welcome in, Australia. How are you guys doing tonight? We're looking at the moon from the United States, Pennsylvania. My name's Nate. I look at the moon and stuff. Let's see. Becca has 446. She's cruising it tonight. Thanks for the follows, guys. That's where your mom's fam is from? Nice. That's cool. Yeah, last night was Superman. It was a supermoon. They call it the blue moon just because it's rare, not because it's blue. Looks like a huge. Why does everybody say a huge watermelon? I see like a peeled orange more than a watermelon. When I look at the moon, the first thing I think of is not a water. Where is the image of a watermelon? I want to know this. Telescopes. This telescope does that, Adrian. A lot of telescopes will. The eyepiece specifically on this one flips the image. I just 180 it, and then it should look fine for you if you just flip your phone upside down. It'd be hard to read chat though. And TikTok doesn't give me the flip back, So does yours. And you thought it was crazy. Well, the funny thing is, like, it's inverted controls too. When I'm panning around compared to the visual, it's like flying inverted with like a video game. You're like up is down and down is up. If you guys know anybody wants to see the moon tonight, share it to them. You know anybody that is sick of you sharing things to them? Share it to those folks twice. And then share it to your best friend. All right? I'm going to be right back. All right, I'm back. Did you guys share it to everybody you know? I hope so. I hope you shared it to everybody you know. I would have. It's the moon. Yeah. Some people... Actually, there's moon glow filters too, like for photography on the moon. You can put in this little like film piece that screws in to the eyepiece. And sometimes, depending on the moon filter, it'll give it a blue hue, more of a blue hue. But then some people just like said, hey, put in a blue one. Yeah, the moon's real. About as real as it gets. I believe the moon is more real than the internet. I don't believe anything on the internet much. The internet's so littered with, especially social media anymore. They got to do something about it. I don't know. There's a lot of pseudoscience and stuff going on, and that's dangerous, especially for the youth growing up surrounded by misinformation on the internet is really not good. That's going to have very long lasting effects, heading straight to like idiocracy kind of stuff. You just pretend to lose track. How you guys doing? Thanks for the follows tonight. It's good to see you all. My name's Nate. Be sure to hit the follow. I do moon live streams, sun live streams, planets, nature, all that exciting stuff. It's nice to meet all of you. This is an Orion SkyQuest XT8 Dobsonian telescope. Isn't that pretty cool? What up, Minerva? How you doing? Checking out the moon. Last night we had the full supermoon. Tonight it's almost full. Almost. But it's waning now. It's going to get smaller and smaller down to a crescent down to the new moon. So I'm going to dim this a little bit. So those that just came in, if you want a screenshot, you'll be able to get one. All right, how do I do this? we go. Right about, we'll say like that is a good screenshot for all of you. A really good shot for your cell phone wallpapers. So I'll move it right there for you. There you go. Beautiful shot of the moon for y'all. But as a wallpaper, send it to a loved one. Say, I love you to the moon and back. Or you can send it to somebody and say, Nate said he loves you. And they'll be like, who's Nate? And be like, wouldn't you like to know? You can just troll people with it. I don't know. I don't care. Do whatever you want. But you guys can take as many pictures as you want. I don't care. Like, make TikToks, whatever you want. Just sharing it with you. So pretty, isn't it? Thank you so much, Live Creator. You're welcome, Lady Maria. It's so polite of you. Thank you for being polite and kind. There you go. Pretty cool shot. Like half screen shot there, you know. Chandrayaan 3. I wish I could find Chandrayaan. It's pretty small, though. And it's on the south. Well, the lander, the Vikram or whatever, the lander and rover are over on the South Pole. That's like top left, just over that edge of the top left. But I don't know. I think Chandrayaan 3 has an orbiter too, right? I know Chandrayaan 2's orbiter is working still. It sent back images. I think it sent back... I want to say the images of the Apollo sites were back in 2021, but for some reason they're like surfacing now as if they just took them. So I'm kind of confused with that. I have to really research that. Oregon, PNW. I'll be in Oregon October 12th through the 16th. I'll be live streaming on my main channel, Sunshine Nate, and on YouTube, Sunshine Nate, the solar eclipse from Crater Lake or Crescent Lake. Not sure yet, depending on weather. We have backup plans. I'll be there with Sidewalk Science Center. They're out of Florida, and they go and set up booths in like popular areas and let people look through telescopes and let kids learn for free on the streets about science and stuff. I'll be there with Sidewalk Science Center, October 12th to the 16th. Yeah. Crater Lake is, yeah, I'm taking my drone and stuff. I know it's like national park and stuff, but I'll get some good shots. I'll be live streaming the eclipse out there this year. And then the total eclipse in April, I'll be live streaming from Pennsylvania or Ohio. We are the only intelligente beings in the universe. That is one heck of a claim to make. It is mathematically impossible, pretty much. I think there's plenty of more intelligent, plenty of lesser intelligent out there. I think there's almost infinite different versions of life out there. Tell something about the South Pole, please. There's craters there where the rims that are high enough that there are parts inside the crater that literally the sun has never shined. So Chandrayaan has gone where the sun don't shine. There, I told you a fact about the South Pole of the moon. South Pole, there's no people up there. It's the Chandrayaan mission landed a rover, landed a lander, and then out of the lander came the rover. So there's a lander and a rover up there. I'm not doing stars. No. Chilling on the moon. No stars. Stars. Nope. Not happening. And through here, stars are so far away that me even zoomed in on here, stars still look like stars, as if you're looking with your own eyes. It doesn't increase their size pretty much at all. No, Ace, no stars. I'm driving the bus. Don't make me pull the bus over. All right, Jenny. Jenny took care of it. I didn't have to even pull over the bus. The universe person, whoever you are, with 0 followers. All right, you're just getting muted because you don't. You're not. No. What was the chances of that? That was 100% chance I was going to block you, and I did. Can you see this with your own eyes? The moon? Yeah, you can see the moon with your eyes. You can't see it this close. Like that. You can't see it like that. I can see kind of the features up there with my eyes. If I squint, I can see dark areas and light areas. It's an intelligente. You know, it's your birthday. Happy B-Day. Only. Hi, Laura. This is the live experience I didn't know I needed tonight. Well, Jesse, I'm glad you're here. What telescope are you using? XT8, made by Orion. A couple minutes till my birthday is over. Really? Oh, I hope you had a good one. You can see your house, Mr. Mean. You living on the moon? What if we had remember Despicable? Didn't they steal the moon in Despicable Me? They shrunk it down. We could shrink down the moon. I don't understand why it keeps turning yellow when I go zoomed in, though. It's kind of weird. You saw a ship. You're welcome. Yes. I was saying... No, I was saying we aren't the only life form now. No way. Yeah, I don't think... No, that'd be very ignorant to even make a stance. Like saying we are or we aren't. All you can say is, I think. Because we don't know. Now, if we did know, we don't know. Because they keep that stuff all secret, you know? If they did know, they wouldn't tell us anyhow. They're trying to, but then they don't. But then they kind of do, but they kind of don't. It's just a bunch of silliness. But make your own assumptions. It'd be pretty ignorant to make a definitive one way or the other without knowing anything. You know what I mean? It's just a guess. Cephalopods are 100%. Oh, I've seen those. Those are wild. I think there's so many freaking weird. I think cephalopods, was that? I did a Hangout live stream, and we were looking through really weird creatures, and I think that was one of them, the cephalopod. Really? Was that the weird tentacle looking 20 arms thing? Makes you wish you had a telescope. You should get one. Telescopes are awesome. Look for a transfer Bumblebee. Look for Bumblebee or Optimus Prime. We are here and we are ready. Humans, there's more than meets the eye or whatever. There's more to them than meets the eye. Can anyone give... you're looking for follows. Best thing you can do is stay consistent and post daily. And it'll happen. You don't want followers that are not interested in your content. That's a big thing. Because then they never engage with it, so they never help your content, and they just become a number that means nothing. Ooh, a mead. Nice. Thanks for the follows, guys. And then I'd say 99% of my followers that I get on this one and my main don't interact with my videos I post. They only go to the live streams. So it's you got two different audiences on TikTok if you do TikTok lives. You have your video people and your live people. Then you have the hybrid people that do both. They're my favorite. Those are the ones I follow back. Yeah, Tycho's up top here. Tycho's right up there. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. It's bam. In your face. Look at that. Imagine watching that when it happened. Be you know? That'd be just wild to watch. Now there's ejecta off of that thing when that happened that came down as meteorites on Earth. They call it lunar meteorites. They're little moon rocks here on Earth that people have and have found and dug up. That thing there, right there, is the moon. That done there is the big, it's the big LED light in the sky. No, it's the moon. Yesterday we had the supermoon, full moon, blue moon thing. It wasn't blue, just called that because it's rare. It's the fourth full moon in a season, but it happened to be the largest full moon of the year. So to have a blue moon and the largest supermoon of the year be the same, that happens about every 14 years. Every 2 to 3 years, we have a regular blue moon, full moon. Why is it inverted? Because we're looking through a telescope. The eyepiece flips it. You're an alien? Happy birthday, alien. Happy birthday. Thanks for liking and sharing the live, guys. We're at 25,000 likes. I'm going to do a challenge. I don't know how many of you are bots or sleeping, but if you can all just rapid tap the screen for like 2 minutes, I'd greatly appreciate it. And just see if you can help push me to the cosmos by tapping the screen. The blue meant rare. There is no blue in the blue moon, and it is no longer the blue moon. That was last night. It was about 27 hours ago, something like that. What are those? Holes on the moon? We got craters on the moon where asteroids have gone boom into it. It doesn't have an atmosphere to help burn up asteroids, so it just gets bombarded and slammed with a lot for a few billion years. It's been hit pretty hard. Up top, you'll see Tycho crater. If you look out your right window, upper right window, you see an upside down kitty cat. That's what they call the cat on the moon. Transformers land on it a lot. All right. I'll take it. Optimus Prime. I'm just reading people's comments, silly smiles. Just saying. No, it's not hollow. It's silly. Kitty's eyes glowing. Yeah. Makes for a great story and a movie, though, if it was hollow. Like, you know. But, no. It's a big old rock. The Chandrayaan 3 would be on the very top left, which is the pole, so like just over the horizon there. We wouldn't be able to see it. No, right now we're down closer to the North Pole. It's upside down. Did a good point. That's inside. Okay, Joe. Yeah, there's a few of us. A few people that live stream this stuff. He probably has a blue filter in or something. I sometimes will do that. I put the red filter in, green, blue, change it up a little bit. Because when you put a filter in, you can get a different contrast. You can see different things, and it makes it a little more exciting. Why not? Panama, how are you doing in Panama? Thanks for the likes, guys. That really helps. Thanks for the gifts, too. Thanks for paying for my moon with those gifty gifts. That sounded kind of dirty. No planes. Why aren't more people taking the red eye tonight so we can get a plane going across the moon? The smaller white dots are just more craters. They're just smaller craters. The kitty cat, you don't see it? Okay. All right. We're going to get over here. All right. The darkest thing in the middle of the screen coming across, almost, it's like directly under Tycho crater, is an upside down cat, supposedly. That little pointy thing there, right in the middle, just above chat, is its right ear. If you're up, just flip your phone upside down. And supposedly the cat is in the middle of the screen. It's a little cat. I don't really see it much either. But apparently that's the cat on the moon. Apparently. Then people say, yeah, there's evidence of water. That's what Chandrayaan 3 is there. We're going to be going there. Everybody's looking for water on the moon. But apparently there's evidence that there should be some there, so they're going to look for it. in the South Pole where the sun don't shine, where there could still be frozen ice. They find that frozen ice, it's water. Done. Boom. Water on the moon. But you got to think there's ice asteroids and rock asteroids. So an ice asteroid hits it, boom, gives it water. And if it's where the sun don't shine ever on the pole, hidden, like shaded by the crater rim, it's been just chilling there waiting for us to go find it. Then we can check out what minerals and materials and whatever it's made up of, and checking out the science of it. It's like an ultrasound. I tried, it is like that to me too. Like people say, oh, there's this, or there's a sword. I kind of think I know where the sword is now, but I'm not sure. I'm just like, yeah, sure. There's a basketball over there. Right there looks like a frisbee. Do you see the frisbee on the edge of the moon there? I love it. It's my favorite frisbee. One day it'll turn and we'll see all the aliens. I don't think it's going to turn though. A lot of moons are tidally locked to their planets. I mean, what is it? Jupiter and Saturn, I think both. Like Jupiter has tons of moons. Jupiter's moon. You can see like Io, Europa, Ganymede, Callisto when we're looking through this at Jupiter, but you can't like see necessarily the striations of Jupiter, but we can see like the 4 big moons near it, That's a cat on the moon if you didn't know. Hey, I've heard about this cat tonight. A lot of people like that cat. They're obsessed with the kitty cat. People love the moon cat. Does the moon cat have a name, or is it just cat on the moon? Because I feel like it needs a name. You can't have a cat without naming it. It's just cat. It's like Astro Kitty. That's actually my cat's name is Astro Kitty. Those large, darker areas are like ancient lava beds, but in general, the craters that are lighter tend to be younger or newer, and duller craters tend to be older. But those giant areas are like ancient lava beds. Feels like it needs to be like Luna or something. The cat's name needs to be like Luna. Oh, we love the bunny too. Yeah, the moon spins every 28 days. It's the moon cycles. We keep track of its moon cycles. Ooh, doesn't want to stay focused. Getting a little frisky there. Where'd you guys all come from? There's 1,300 of you. Where are you guys all tuning in from? I'm in Pennsylvania. Where'd you guys all come from? Are you guys from Australia? Did Australia find us? Are you guys from England? Who here's in America? Where are you guys from? Let me know. France? Missouri? Indiana? Winnipeg? Oregon? Houston? Okay. DC? Netherlands? Ooh, the Netherlands. I want to go to the Netherlands. Netherlands are gorgeous. Monterey. Very cool. Colorado, Reno, South Africa, Florida, Mexico. All right. The cat's up top here. Thank you, guys. That's cool. El Salvador. Very cool. Well, nice to meet all of you. My name's Nate. Make sure you give me a follow. All right. This is the cat, somewhere right below Tycho Crater, just above chat here. We'll get it all focused in. I'll zoom in some more. All right. Right above that rose. All right. That's the cat right there. It's upside down. It's on the far left edge there. It looks like it has a very skinny neck, and it looks like it's holding a little glow stick or something. I don't know. It's on the left edge, right there, left edge of your screen. That's the cat. That's what I am told is the cat. Thanks for sharing the live tonight, guys. Really helps push this out to more people for me to annoy, So if you know anybody that you would like me to annoy tonight, please share the live to them. You don't see it? It took me a while to see it too. And I still might be wrong, but I'm told that that's the proper thing. But the cat needs a name. It could be Luna or Astro Kitty. But my cat in real life's name is Astro Kitty, and the moon's name is Luna. So I feel like both are out of the mix. You can make it like Tycho Kitty. since it's underneath Tycho, or like kind of like looks like it jumped off of Tycho. Cat with a K. Hey, Cat. Oh, I said, but your name's Cat. Okay, you want it named after you, don't you? There it is. The cat's coming through chat. Say hi to the cat while the cat comes through all your comments. So you can just type and your name goes across the cat. Tycho Kitty. You like that, Chelsea? Hi, Kitty. Right there. Where's the cat? Where's the cat? Right where your words are. You're in its chin right now. And now so where's the cat? Literally went through the cat. You got Star Adventurer. I heard about that game. Wait, is that a game? Or is that like an app? Like you got something like Explore the Night Sky or like a telescope? Like this one? Sorry, guys. Sorry to make you dizzy. I mean, to make you nauseous. I try to do that with one hand because my other hand's cold. That's looking really cool down here. All right. So the Terminator, see the edge of the moon? When it starts to wane, this becomes like by far my favorite area to look at. Is just the edge. There's so much texture and detail there. See how the shadows of the sun start to give you more to look at? Mr. Jingles. That's a good name. It's kind of good, Shane. I really like it. I don't know. Washington State. Awesome, silly smiles. Yep. Isn't that gorgeous? Thanks for all the follows. Be sure to hit the follow button. Share it. Tap the screen all the way to 14 billion likes. You know, just beat the crap out of the moon with your tapping. Give it more craters with liking the live. You're from Jamaica? Nice. Isn't that pretty, Joshua? This telescope about $650 US. Orion XT8 Dobsonian. My phone cost nearly twice as much. It was an iPhone 14 Pro Max when it was new. I don't think I had to pay that much for it, though. I paid a lot less than that. But brand new is about that much. Gang of War, last warning. Stop spamming. The Mount, I see craters. How far further can you put your thing to the moon? Well, Norman, this is about it. I have Barlow's inside I could go get that, but it's doesn't give us much more clarity than this. It's a Dobsonian. It's like 8-inch diameter, 4-foot long telescope is the kind of telescope it is. No, it's not supposed to be blue. Nope, there is no blue in the blue moon. I know, right? They shouldn't call it blue moon. Just preaching to the choir. Preaching to the choir. Blue moon means rare moon. It's fourth full moon in a season is called the blue moon. It does not happen every year. Now, for it to be the largest supermoon of the year, that only happens once every 14 years, as opposed to a regular blue moon happening about every 2 to 3 years. Blue, 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 blue moon. Blue, 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 blue. Hi, Isma. How do you do? That's confusing because isn't there actually blue moons? No. Back in the 1800s, Krakatoa erupted and people said they kind of saw blue, which could have been through the volcanic smoke. And back in the 16th century, I think they used blue moon as something that meant impossible. But I wasn't there. I just know they love to call the full moons these colors. Like strawberry moons has to do with the harvest. Like a lot of moons have to do with harvesting crops. They don't have to do with the color of the moon. They have to do with the crops. Because you got to think, people didn't care what color the moon was. They cared about crops. Nowadays, people are like, well, if it says blue, it should be blue. But, you know, it's kind of like, well, we make up things for things all the time. Now we say cap for lying. And we say, when I was young, it was like, We said cool for something being like neat. Like, when did the word cool? Like, who thought to use the word cool? It's not cold in temperature if it's neat. You know what I mean? We just come up with weirdest. Humans are weird. We don't make much sense most of the time, or any of the time, actually. But yeah, if you see anything cool, hopefully tonight through this, and feel free to take as many screenshots as you want. Back in my day, we all had caps. Yeah, like I have a hat. It was a cap for me, you know. I'm wearing a cap. I'm wearing a hat. I don't care. I call it whatever I want. I sit on a park bench and complain about the kids saying stupid stuff. Now, kids are. But I used to be the kid that, like, old guys sat on the park bench and yelled at me. And now I'm the old guy yelling at the kids. So it comes full circle. I think everybody can relate to that. You know? Kids will always be ridiculous. Then you got the teenagers that are just intolerable. The 20-year-old know-it-alls with a lot of energy that I wish I had forever. 30-year-old parents. Then you hit the 40s, you know? You think this is salt in the microscope? That's the same piece of salt we're all looking at around the world through different telescopes. That makes no sense. Salt in a telescope? It's weird. I heard about the comet. I have to look that up. I don't know much about it yet. It would take you 91 days to walk around the moon. I think it would take me longer. I'd stop and smell the roses. No man walked on the moon because Hollywood movie tricks. Really? Really? My goodness, you give humanity way too much credit that we could even pull that off. Can't even. And if we did, we'd probably be able to do a much better job than the footage that came down. We'd make it look cool. Hollywood movie tricks. It was all filmed in a studio. That's what people say. What is the best home telescope to get? I'm very biased towards Dobsonian telescopes. I think they're a great bang for the buck. And if you're more after like just observing and enjoying watching and seeing great detail, a Dobsonian. And it helps you learn the sky when it's a manual telescope too. You kind of have to, you know, learn it on your own kind of thing. Why do we only see one side? Because it's tidally locked. A lot of moons are tidally locked to their planets. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I bet, you know, and over the coming days, this account or my main Sunshine Nate I'll be live streaming the moon on clear nights. So be sure to give me a follow. Now I'm debating if we should team up with Becca Wow. There's like 700 here. There's like 500 there. You know, okay, yeah, maybe not. You know Neil, and he was there. What is the... Yeah, yeah, Neil Armstrong. Hello? Did I miss your comment? I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Pin Laura's comment if you can, but I get too dizzy trying to read them all. It's not my job to read everybody's comments. I can read as much as I can, but it's not my job. This is just a hobby, and I'm having fun sharing it with you guys. No, you can't see the Chandrayaan 3. Oh, it's a soul cube. Sounds like a genre of music. Up there looks pretty cool. See somebody walking on there. She must be using a blocked word because I don't see a comment from her asking. Yeah, I didn't see anything either. Y'all don't see that man? Is he doing a moonwalk? Ooh, I hear an owl. No, it's not cheese. Rock. We're searching. Actually, Chandrayaan is sending back samples this past week. So, I mean, there's sulfur. There's a lot of minerals, materials up there. Hey, Dave. No, the moon didn't turn blue. It's not like a rare event where the moon just goes, "Hey, I'm blue today." It was just a big full moon. Just a big full moon. It being the second full moon in a season and being a supermoon. Well, no, just the second full moon in a season is why they call it a blue moon, because that's kind of rare. It happens every 2 or 3 years. But it being the biggest supermoon of the year, it's like every 14 years. So they made a big deal out of it. It's called a blue moon, but it's not blue. No, nope, not blue. Which is very confusing for everybody. So I understand why people are confused. If you don't know much about the moon, that can be very confusing and they should change that. Well, dude. You guys good? Some of you just come in yelling. You just like walk in the room screaming and yelling. This is no kids, please. If you're a kid and you want to be annoying, go outside. Go run around the house 6 times. Come back in, eat some snacks, then come back into live. Just go get rid of that energy out there. Run around the house a few times. That circle on top is Tycho Crater. You know? Hey, Daddy Mac, how you doing? Thanks for the gifts tonight. Thank you for the 14 million follows. You saw me standing alone. That was good. You got this. A lot of people singing that song. Oh, wait. What happened? Did you pin Daddy Mac? I saw a notification for Daddy Mac. What happened? Oh, accidentally sent an invite. Oh. What does that mean? You sent an invite to... I don't even know what it said. Hit the wrong button. You're hitting all the buttons. You're welcome, Jesse. You want a big one? You want a big screenshot? Here you go. I'm going to moon you. Here you go. Here's a nice one. This would be a nice, pretty screenshot. Like Bob Ross would say, there's a happy little moon. Happy little accidents. You know? There you go. Beautiful screenshot. You guys good? You know what? I'm going to turn off the comments for just a little bit so you guys can all take screenshots if you don't know how to clear screen. There. Oh, it's so nice. Not all that stuff in the way. We can get this real focused in for you. Here we go. I'm going to get this real focused in for you. You guys can't make fun of me. You can't spam the chat. You could spam me money, though. You could spam me money. See? Yeah, you could do that. But here you go. Take screenshots, folks. Makes great wallpaper. You hear the peepers. It's like just you and me, you know? And the moon. And the cat. And the dog. And the rabbit. And the man on the moon. Move that over. Let it come back across. In about 30 seconds, I'll turn back on chat for you all. As long as you guys promise to misbehave. You cannot behave. You got to be bad. Ready? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Isn't that nice? Mooney River. Hey, Luna. How you doing? We've been checking you out all night. Answer my question. I am the king. I demand an answer. This is your job to answer me. Let me play with this one, Jenny. Is the moon, question mark. Do you see that bird? We're calling the birds aliens, but if we see an alien, we've got to call it a bird. So that was an alien. No, Andrew, we're staying on the moon. I can't even see Mars. I could see Saturn and Jupiter, but I'm showing the moon. I don't want to see planets. I don't want to see stars. Just want to see the moon. Unless you pay me. If you give me a lot of money, like a universe, hell yeah. I'll go to stars and Jupiter and Saturn. Real quick and then back to the moon. A composite moon? No. I don't know. Yeah, I have like 2x and 5x and 3x Barlows that I can get in like zoomed in pretty good. And when I do my YouTube live streams, like this only lets, TikTok gives me like a 6x, YouTube gives you like a 9x. So when I put a Barlow in, it starts about this close and then we zoom in. But on YouTube, it's like, whoa, but it's real blurry still. Like we're still looking through the atmosphere, so the clarity isn't there. Like this is about as close as it gets for like this kind of clarity. But if we were in space without the atmosphere, we would be able to like get some wicked clear shots. There wouldn't be any waviness or anything. It'd be so freaking awesome. Like if we had a James Webb telescoper or a Hubble. Well, the Hubble only has what, like one working thingy left? The Hubble's about to be retired and not be able to work anymore. It's pretty much going to get almost kaput. The Hubble was an expensive telescope. They sent that whole thing up there, built the whole thing, launched it up there, got it all up, opened the front, and they were like, let's take a picture. They took a picture, and it was all blurry, and they're like, crap, we put in the wrong lens. So then we had to send up space shuttles to replace the lens, that was an expensive first clear image from Hubble. I just want to say. That was a ridiculous amount of money for one image. The first image, anyhow. But Hubble's taken a lot of great shots. But that was a wild ride. They sent the whole thing up there. Imagine being the guy in charge of the team that made the lens they put in that thing that was wrong. They get it up there, they take a picture, and they're like, it's blurry. Well, we measured something wrong. We had the wrong lens in the telescope in space. They're like, oh. That would have been a bad day. This is an Orion XT8 telescope, okay? Okay. I know I'm not wrong. It was an expensive and then they went up and they replaced the electronics and all this other stuff. But now Hubble only has like one the gyro thing. I think it's only got like, its original 3 all got jammed up. Like, did they just die over time? And then there was 3 left. There's backup, and I think only one of them's operational. And now, like, the Hubble's almost done being like really functional at all, which is going to be sad. So then we put James Webb up there. That's a cool telescope. It's a pretty cool telescope. We got the Psyche spacecraft going to the Psyche asteroid here, launching in October. I think that's a 2.5-year trip. It'll get out there, and that's a metal asteroid. It's going to like fly around the asteroid, like orbit it. That's going to like kind of like give us an idea of what the core of a planet is like. It's going to be pretty cool since we can't like go to the core of our planet and be like, hey, what's up? But we could do it on this asteroid out there in space. That'll be a fun mission. We've got Artemis going on. We got the Chandrayaan in India. There's the whole space race to the moon happening right now. That's a lot. That's pretty exciting. You guys enjoying me rant to myself? I'm not really responding to too many comments right now, but I am reading a bit, but not responding too much. Just the lines are from the impacts or sometimes lava tunnels. I don't think we can see the lava tunnel lines. I think most of the lines you see are just like they all come right from that impact zone. Like imagine throwing a rock in dirt, like loose dirt or gravel, you know, boom. The moon getting it. Imagine watching that impact, bam. Yeah, I go on rants all the time. But where Chandrayaan is at, India, the South Pole is like right up in here. Right up over in there. Like there. Top center. It's just left of this. It's just like just over this way. We can't really even see into that area. But that's where that thing is. That's just chilling up there, going where the sun don't shine, looking for ice, water, minerals on the moon, doing sciencey stuff. You know, all the stuff the internet hates. People on the internet, nope. There's no such thing as science. There's no such thing as the internet, even though I'm using the internet. And satellites aren't real, even though I'm using a satellite to type this. So get our tinfoil hats on together, guys. We're going to charge into the quad tonight and party. All right? Party like it's Y2K. And erosion to smooth out the craters. Yeah. And the brighter the craters are, they tend to be younger or newer. Duller or older. Yeah, pretty cool. But I do want to kind of show you guys something. All right? I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I kind of want to. Now, we're going to go check out Jupiter real quick. All right? I want to show you guys what Jupiter and moons look like. I'll be right back to the moon, but I'm going to go just hop over to Jupiter real quick. Because I think we can get a good shot of it. This should be somewhere in the ballpark. I might not be in a ballpark. I thought I was in a ballpark. I might not even be close to the ballpark. Yeah, I'm in the ballpark. There's Jupiter. There's Jupiter and the 4 big moons next to Jupiter. Okay. How cool is that? All right. We'll get this focused in. All right. I'll have to dull it down. Io, Callisto, Ganymede, and Europa. So it looks like doing Jupiter things. Yeah, there's the focus I was looking for. Now we're talking. So there's Jupiter and 4 moons, the 4 larger, closer moons of Jupiter. Pretty cool, right? That's a planet. That's what a planet looks like. Let's see if we can dim that planet down so we can get a little bit, maybe see a striation. The moons will probably go away as I dim it. Dim it. Let it hold steady. Do you see any? I'm just seeing a white dot. Not really seeing the striations. Yeah. That's Jupe doing Jupiter things with its moons, okay? That's Jupiter. We're going to go back to the moon, man. Wow. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I'm providing my own soundtrack for this telescoping tonight. You're welcome. Find Beetlejuice. No. Betelgeuse? No. I just wanted to see Jupiter because it looked like I had a clear shot of it, so I got it. I took the shot. You know, sometimes you got to take the shot. Sweet like candy. I'm bittersweet. Too old to be sweet, too young to be bitter. I'm somewhere in the middle. Do the same thing. Yeah, it's just clear over there. I went over, got a shot of it, came rocking back. You know, I'll do whatever I want. I'm kind of chilly. Speaking of, there's somebody called Becca Wow. That's her name on here. So if you guys want to continue on with the moon, go find her. I wanted to kind of just pass you guys off, but her username is BECCAWOW, capital WOW. Becca Wow with a little swirly star after it. She's on the moon tonight, and I was trying to give you guys to her. We'll see if she comes in, because I'm gonna get off. I'm getting off here. So I want to push you guys all over to Becca. Everybody go over to Becca's. If she hops on. I don't think she will, though. She'll probably deny joining. She could join. Yeah, she said no. Okay. So you gotta go find Becca. But have a good night, everybody. You know? Hope you guys had fun. Yeah, that's the name right there. Becca Wow. She's on the moon right now if you guys want to keep looking at the moon. And she's over in New York area. I'm in Pennsylvania. But Becca Wow is on the moon. Go find her. Give her a follow. All you have to do is tap right there. Tap right there. Follow. Go to her account. Just go to Becca. Go to Becca. You don't. And more people are coming in here. You guys go Becca Wow. Go to Becca Wow. Go to Becca Wow. And say Nate sent me. Just go raid Becca Wow. We're raiding Becca Wow. I'm going to say Nate. Raid from Sunshine Nate. Go raid Becca Wow. Go raid the Becca Wow. We'll just keep raiding Becca Wow here for a couple minutes. So you guys all go raid Becca. Go raid Becca Wow. She's usually my number one moderator. They sent me Becca. Everyone, let's go. Go. There you go. Everybody go raid Becca Wow. Thanks for being here tonight. I'm going to be getting off, so go raid Becca Wow. 600 and some people in here. If you guys could all raid her, it'd be awesome. I'd love that. Wait, invites. She's not online? It says she is. It says she is. It's saying it right now. I'm going to go. Hold on. Is this, which TikTok is this? That's my main. Okay. Is she on? Not seeing it. It said she was on. Yeah, she's on. I'm trying to raid you.
Certain times is in front of or behind the sun, but it goes the same
pinning my own comment and her.
So the Earth spins the opposite way. So it's just a lot. Everything in the universe moves. Everything in the solar system moves. It rotates, orbits. Even the sun itself rotates, which is something I learned this year.
We're trying to raid Becca.
That's pretty cool. One day I'll get a solar.
Try to tell her. She's not even reading.
I'm trying to accept.
Okay, accept.
I hit the wrong button and then I requested again. Music.
Boom. Go raid Becca. Where'd she go? Everybody.
Some music and I'm turning my volume up.
Go raid Becca, everyone. We got 1,300 people. Go Raider. Go to Becca. Everybody go to Becca's. Give her a follow. Everybody run over to Becca.
Run,
Go give
run,
Becca
run,
Wow.
run.
Because I'm getting off of here. So you all got to go somewhere. Now there's 1,400 people. You guys are going the wrong way. Go to Becca.
You guys can follow Sunshine Nate, but stay here. Look, I got a cat on the moon, guys.
Everybody's got to raid Becca. Go show Becca some love. Becca Wow, everybody.
Becca Wow.
You got a cat on the moon?
See?
That is the cat. We were. I was trying to find it. I knew it was upside down.
She sits on Tycho.
Is that the technical term? She sits on Tycho.
I mean, that's what I've been saying all night.
Everybody, go raid Becca Wow. I'm getting off of here, so I'm not going to be here anymore. So if you want to still stick with the moon and somebody awesome, go to Becca Wow.
And
Becca
I put
Wow.
music. We have a little party over here.
Yeah, she's got music. I mean, seriously.
Seriously. I see the cat. Who else sees the cat? Do you see the witch? That's the question. The witch is coming up right on the right side right there. You see a dark head with like light eyes and a mouth. And then she's got a witch hat and her cape is flowing out. Johnny's here. Says, I'm joining.
All right, everybody. Everybody have a wonderful night. Enjoy time with Becca. Becca, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.